I'm going live on YouTube. We're live right now, YouTube. I'm going live on Facebook. How you all doing tonight? Checking in. Got a lot of things popping. We're keeping working, keeping moving, working with my professors. That's what I'm talking about. What up, Dan? How are you? At Facebook Live. Thanks for checking in. So, before we get to our great president, Donald John Trump, my Yankees are looking good. We're getting ready. We're starting to hone in on October 4th of next week, the playoffs. Two players right now I'm watching. Okay. You know, we got the usual sus Judgy and DD and DJ Lemieux and right. Like I said, we're winning it again. I think we're winning it. I believe the New York Yankees are winning their 28th world title this year. Okay. Why? Bullpen. Solid defense and thump. We got the thump. Okay. That's how. What's popping, Jonathan, on Facebook Live? What's up, Michael Rowley? Good seeing you, my brother. So we're moving, right? So the Yankees are looking really good. Two players that I'm really watching. One falls under the radar. He missed almost the entire season. Giancarlo Stanton, okay? No pressure on the kid. There's no pressure on him, right? What I like is he's moving pretty well, and his knee, his knee is heavily taped. So Giancarlo Stanton now is coming to the postseason with no pressure on him, no expectations. One, two, he's got a heavily taped. What up, Dan? Absolutely, Dan, on Facebook Live. He's got a heavily taped knee. Does Giancarlo Stanton? So now we step into the plate, not looking to hit the ball 150 miles an hour on every pitch. He got 3 hits today. I'm telling you, Stanton is going to be a secret weapon for the Yankees. He's going to fall under the radar. He's just got to remain, it's got to be cool, control the strike zone, and just put the ball in play. Don't look to hit like because of the right knee, I don't think he's got his full swing. So he's going to be very effective, a lot more effective than people think. Giancarlo Stanton, watch him. Another guy to watch. I love I love this kid's arm, bro. This kid has got a golden arm. He reminds me a little bit of Mo Rivera, that easy gas. Jonathan Loizaga. Oh my God. 99 comes in today throwing 99, 100 miles an hour. Now, my only concern is the way the Yankees are going to handle this kid, right? I wouldn't even put a sign down. I just say, come on, son. Throw the 99 to the spot. Throw the out of the ball. Let's go. 99, 100, and the kid's got a yacker. The kid's got a deuce and a changeup beyond belief. This kid is a player in the playoffs. And I like the way the kid was starting to feel. What bothers me, what the Yankees do sometimes, I mean, they get into this analytical. Nobody bigger numbers than Russo, okay? But too much analytics, too much. 2-1. The kid's got a 2-1 count. He's throwing 99, and they're throwing a 2-1 breaking ball. Are you kidding me? This kid should say, here it comes. Here comes a fastball. 99, 100 miles an hour he's tapping out at. This kid is got a freak arm. Easy gas. He makes it look so easy. It's the Yankee pitching coach, man. I'm telling you. The sequence. This kid, you build the kid's pitches are like boxes. You got to build them up. This kid is fit. This kid's fit. He's got to feel really good about his fastball. And matter of fact, he's got to get, I don't mean it, don't take me the wrong way, okay? I mean, he's got to get arrogant about his fastball. And then he drops the deuce. It's so easy. The kid's sitting there throwing 99 or 100 while he's having a cup of coffee. Jonathan Loizaga will be a weapon in the playoffs. We're going to add him to what we already got. Jonathan Loizaga. This kid could be nasty. Let the kid throw the 100 and then drop the deuce. 0-2, drop the deuce in the dirt. It's over. And you know another kid, I don't know about this year. Another kid is this Tarpley kid. He's got a nice slider, but he's got to get more confidence in the fastball. He's got to work on that fastball. He gets more confidence and puts that fastball where he wants. That slide is going to be ridiculous. And that's my take on the Yankees. The Giants are playing Sunday. Okay, everybody's thinking, the New York Giants. I'm a New York Giant football fan, right? I'm a Phil Simms guy. I'm not an Eli Manning guy. Eli Manning, good quarterback with some great moments. Because of his 2 Super Bowl MVPs, you're looking at a Hall of Famer. Okay. And I respect the hell out of Eli Manning, right? But I wasn't a big fan of his. I'm not going to lie. He made, he's not, I don't care what anybody says. He's not with the elites. He's not with his brother. He's not with John Elway. I mean, come on, man. He's not with Burt Jones. He's not with Danny Marino. He's not with Dan Fouts. He's not with Brent Favre. He's not. He's a good quarterback with some great moments. And I tip my cap to him. He handled himself with professionalism and his streak of consecutive games. He never should have lost it. McAdoo really did a bad thing to him. I agree. He's a good quarterback with great moments. Those 2 Super Bowl MVPs is probably going to get him into the Hall of Fame. And that's my take on Eli Manning. This kid, Daniel Jones, has got tremendous upside. Whether we can keep him healthy, whether he continues, we'll see. But the kid seems to be an exciting quarterback, right? Very exciting quarterback. Moves around really well. And what I like most about the kid, he's not afraid. The kid's got some, I'm telling you, he stands in the pocket, they're coming for him, and he completes the pass. Come on, man. Come on, man. You got to give the kid some prop. Daniel Jones, we'll see. It's only his first game. I get it. And he's going to have some, blips in the road. I get it. But the kid's got some upside. You can't overlook it. He reminds me of a Ben Roethlisberger with wheels. Yeah. With better movement. This kid could stand in the pocket. Now, if we had but see what the Giants were doing with Saquon Barkley, they're turning Saquon Barkley into a wide receiver. Because to me, go back to the old Giant football, smashing them out football, pull the ball out of the running back stomach, play action, and big time defense. We don't have the defense. We have to go into the what up, Lawrence, on YouTube Live. God bless you. Thank you for the visit. We got to go into the bend and not break defense, right? We're going to give up. Just don't give up the big play. We got to get better tackling in the secondary. And our linebackers, we got to get better linebackers, right? And better, because I like the 3-4. Up front, we got to get some big defensive tackles to take on the blocks, to keep the blockers off the linebackers and let the linebackers do their job. So I know we're in the process of, on the personnel side, because the defense is I have to be honest, like a sieve, right? And it bothers me but I like this kid Jones, though. He surprised me. I'm not gonna lie. I tip my cap to Gettleman and Pat Shurmur. I'm not a Pat Shurmur fan yet. I don't know much about him. So far, I'm like this with him. I don't like the way he's handling the offense. Jones looks good. Jones looks like he's got something. Absolutely got something, right? But basics, blocking and tackling. Basics is the key. I said it last time. Say it again. The team that blocks the best, the team that tackles the best, but not including turnovers, more than likely is going to win the football game. But everybody looks at all these other things. I'm telling you. That's why when you had Emmitt Smith, Troy Aikman back there, Emmitt Smith and Larry Allen used to step to the line of scrimmage and tell everybody, and tell the defense, Smith's coming down my side. They couldn't stop him. That's how arrogant the Giant offensive line should be. It ain't there yet. I mean, there is really no focus. It's just that I could build a quarterback and I could build a passing game like everybody else in the NFL. It's not let's win football games. Like, control the clock, like ball control offense and keep our defense off the field until we can develop a more prolific defense. Because right now, we don't have any studs. Maybe a few studs will materialize as the season goes on, but we don't have much talent. We don't have much all-stars, Pro Bowl talent, okay, on the defensive side. I don't see it yet. Maybe we do, maybe we don't. I don't know, but I don't see it yet. So my Giants, unfortunately, we have a quarterback I think's got some serious upside, which nobody saw. Forget preseason. This kid, I think, is the goods. I think Daniel Jones is the goods. He's the goods. Not only could he move around, but this kid stands in the pocket, man, like Ben Roethlisberger. And he's fearless, man. That's a making of a big-time quarterback. But we'll see as the season progresses. We will see. And my Knicks are coming off in October. We're going to make the playoffs. You watch. Okay, now, that's my take. That's my sports take. Now I'm going to kick to my great president, to one of the greatest presidents we've ever had, Donald John Trump. As you know, what these Democrats are doing to our great president is an absolute disgrace, right? It's nothing new, though, right? So let's start. We're going to start with the July 6th, 2016 James Comey press conference. So what's going on today is not shocking, right? What they're trying to do to our great president. James Comey stood in front of the American people, said all these bad things about Hillary Clinton, and then he said, wait a second, but it's the element of intent. Well, according to Andrew McCarthy, blind sheep prosecutor, right, the element of intent is not required by Congress for a felony violation of the U.S. espionage statute, right? So according to Andrew McCarthy, blind sheep prosecutor, James Comey rewrote the U.S. espionage statute. So on July 5th, this is the example of the deep state, right? There isn't any much more we need to know. James Comey, FBI director, I don't know where he gets the statutory authority. I'm not a legal scholar. But James Comey stood in front of the American people on July 5th, 2016, and made law. So he was a United States senator, and invoking an element of intent that's not required by Congress for a felony violation of the U.S. espionage statute. Then he interpreted the statute, claiming that the element of intent, she didn't have the element of intent. So he interpreted the law. So he was a Supreme Court justice. And then he pardoned her. He pardoned Hillary Clinton, claiming that she did not she did not reach the test, the element of intent test. She didn't reach that threshold, so she didn't violate the U.S. espionage statute. James Comey was the FBI director. I don't know where anywhere, I'm not a legal scholar, but I don't know anywhere in the United States Constitution and federal statutes that gives James Comey, the FBI director, the authority to write law, to interpret law, and to pardon a Secretary of State and presidential candidate from violations of the U.S. espionage statute. I don't know where in the United States Constitution he has that statutory authority. So this is a prime example of the deep state. Unelected officials controlling and running the country, telling us who we can vote for and who we can't vote for. Now, President Trump wins. And then the first thing that happens, We have a candidate, a political candidate that was working for our great president, Donald John Trump, one of the first candidates to the elected, first senators, first elected official to support our great president, Donald John Trump, was Jeff Sessions. He was a recusal waiting to happen. He recused himself from everything, did Jeff Sessions. He recused himself from the Russian probe. He recused himself from the Clinton email scandal. He recused himself from Uranium One. Oh my God, this guy just was running to the boys' room every other second, was Jeff Sessions. He was an attorney general, nowhere to be found. He didn't want to talk about anything. He didn't want to get involved in anything. He was a mole. He put Rod Rosenstein in there, and Rod Rosenstein put Bob Mueller, another FBI director, showing everybody. So the fix was in with Comey. They lost that one. They lost the election. So now the fix, the insurance policy was with Mueller. They lost that one. They were trying to claim President Trump was a Russian KGB agent, and we got on tape Barack Hussein Obama, stealth jihad radical Islamist, with Hillary Rodham Clinton, the other American Muslim convert, telling a Russian diplomat on tape, on tape, telling a Russian diplomat to wait till my election's over, and I tell Putin I can be more flexible. And President Trump is a Russian KGB agent. Well, that didn't work, right? Now, 3 months in, they said we need an insurance policy because the Democrats ain't beating our great president at the polls. They could try to fix it. They could bring in the illegal aliens and give them voting records. They're going to lose. So what do they try to do? Oh, we got somebody, right? We got a whistleblower, 35-year, 10-year, whatever, CIA operative. Oh, my God. So now all of a sudden now, the criminals are honest. All of a sudden now, we got an honest one. A CIA. Okay, Brennan was the CIA. Clapper was the director of national intelligence, right? Comey FBI, Mueller FBI, rats, traitors. And now we got a whistleblower. This guy is good. This guy is honest. Why? Hillary Clinton said so. Yeah, Hillary Clinton told us. She's been going on television now, telling everybody that this is the truth. She knows she's telling everybody the truth. All of a sudden now, Hillary Clinton is the moral compass. Are you kidding me? Hillary Rodham Clinton is the moral compass. With Bill Clinton too, the other moral compass. I mean, it is beyond belief what they're selling the American people. Between mainstream media, mainstream intelligence, they think we're a bunch of morons. President Trump can't even, our great president. Listen, everybody. They tried to, when they're attempting to delegitimize, to take away our great president, what they're telling us is our votes don't matter. This is the most un-American, disgraceful government I've ever seen in my life. And that Joe Biden is an absolute disaster. Between Joe Biden, I'm telling you, they are going to get, these Democrats, 2020, they're going to get it good. They're going to get it so good, it's going to be unbelievable. They may have to, we may end up going into a single party. They're going to get destroyed, what they're doing over here. With these stealth jihad radical Islamists, the face of the party, and think about this, right? Adam Schiff. By the way, before I get into Adam Schiff, absolutely, Jonathan. I was online. I go online from time to time. I do. And I found this account, Techno Fog. I don't know who it is. It's on Twitter, right? Techno Fog. He raised an interesting point. He said the Ukraine controversy is a pretext to start impeachment proceedings in order to obtain grand jury material from Mueller's investigation. It's not about Ukraine. It's not about the Ukraine. It's not about the Ukraine. That's what Technofog on Twitter. Interesting. I haven't heard from mainstream media anything, any point of view like this. So in other words, the Ukraine quote unquote controversy, because it's a ruse, is a pretext to start impeachment proceedings in order to obtain grand jury material from Mueller's investigation. What a disgrazia, as my Italian grandmother would say. Absolute disgrace. So now we got, all of a sudden, now the Democrats, the Rhino Republicans, Mitt Romney and Justin Amash and Jeff Flake are all experts now. They know what's right. They are the moral compass. They are the moral conscience of the United States government, and President Trump is a Russian KGB agent. This is beyond belief. As Hillary Clinton becomes the spokesperson in mainstream media for moral truth in anything, beyond belief. The biggest criminal between her and her husband, I don't know which one's worse, and Barack Hussein Obama, that other stealth jihad radical Islamists. They try to legitimize us. I'm telling you, Jonathan, they try to legitimize our vote. They delegitimize our votes. We can't, they don't want us to vote. They are so scared now. They're afraid that, because we can't vote for him now. They're trying to take that away. They're trying to take him off the ballot, right? They want to impeach him. So we can't vote for him. That's how scared they are, because he's getting reelected. They know it. They could try to fix it. They could try to bring in illegals, keep the borders open. They don't care that Americans are getting killed. Look at Mandalay Bay. We've yet to know what happened. Those vectors on a Mandalay Bay, it's beyond belief. We've yet to know what happened on Mandalay Bay. But yet keep the borders open, right? I got the vectors. Go to my website, frankierusso.media, americasteam.today, americasteam.nyc. Just go there and you'll see the vectors. It's very clear. You're right, Jonathan. Right? Now, Adam Schiff, I'm telling you, the stealth jihad radicalism is right now, the DNC, the Democratic National Committee, is CARE, the Council of American Islamic Relations, run by Congresswoman Omar, Congresswoman Tlaib. You got to see Congresswoman Tlaib's her press and the stuff that she's done in her district in Dearborn, Michigan. They are jumping out of the seats trying to impeach our great president because they don't agree with his policies. Because basically, they're Islamists, right? The majority, she's from, her district is Dearborn, Michigan. Dearborn, Michigan is the Molenbeek of the United States. As Congresswoman Omar's district is, according to published reports, Fox News, her district is the terrorist capital, terrorist recruitment capital in America. Her district. Beyond belief. Beyond belief. Right? Beyond belief. So CARE, right? Now, according to published reports, we got a letter here, Congress of the United States this is to Attorney General Holder at the time. This is Attorney General Holder, claiming, according to Adam Schiff, he signed this with 6 other lawmakers, basically claiming that the leaders of the American Muslim community is having problems with the FBI, right? So they laid down 3. So basically what they went on to say was, it has been brought to their attention, Adam Schiff, that some of the American Muslim groups are deeply concerned over a series of DOJ tactics. This was written in 2009 under the Obama-Clinton crime family. They view as questionable and coercive, right? So, for example, the FBI employed a convicted forger to infiltrate California mosques. They're going to do what they got to do to defend this country, right? Then they went so far as to talk about a bulletin circulated by the Regional Homeland Security Data and Analysis North Texas Fusion System that identified as imperative the need for law enforcement officers to report on constitutionally protected activities undertaken by American. Are you serious? This is the stuff that Adam Schiff was purporting. CARE. See, because CARE, the Council of American Islamic Relations, is basically, it's there as they pawn themselves off as defending and protecting the rights of the peaceful Muslims. But what happens is they end up defending the radical Islamists like Omar Ahmad, Nawid Hawad, Linda Shahzor, right? Her, I don't know whether they're cousins or brothers. They were involved. She has family that was involved in Hamas and the Holy Land Foundation trial. Money laundering from the Sakat committees all the way to the Gaza Strip to fund terror. And if you talk to CARE, they will say that Hamas are freedom fighters. They will not say Hamas is a terrorist organization. Those, because they are Hamas, right? And in addition, they claim that reports from Somali Muslims in Minnesota and elsewhere expressing concern about FBI religious profiling procedures. Yeah, we got Somali refugees coming in here posing that they're peaceful, and they end up being radical Islamists. You're right. That's the capital, Congresswoman Omar, Minnesota. That's the capital of, that's the terrorist recruitment capital of America. You're right. Schiff was attacking the FBI and the DOJ dealing with these radical Islamists. Schiff, he's part of the group with Muhammad al-Abari, apparently, that went to John Brennan, the CIA director, and Bob Mueller, requesting the American intelligence community to purge FBI documents, FBI presentations, and DHS servers of individuals with ties to designated foreign terrorist organizations like Al-Qaeda, like Muslim Brotherhood. And Adam Schiff is signing off on this, claiming their concerns raise legitimate questions about due process, justice, and equal treatment under the law. And Adam Schiff went on to say he's defending the stealth jihad radical Islamists. And who's part of this thing? CARE, the Council of American Islamic Relations. That's unindicted co-conspirators. So basically, he's defending the unindicted co-conspirators in the biggest money laundering scheme for terror in this nation's history, the Holy Land Foundation trial. So CARE is there, the Council on American Islamic Relations, the Inner Circle of the Islamic Circle of North America. That's another Muslim Brotherhood front organization. This is FBI data. Muslim American Society, another Muslim Brotherhood organization. That was Anwar al-Awlaki's group, America's Osama bin Laden. Oh, Muslim Student Association, another Muslim Brotherhood organization. The Islamic Society of North America, another Muslim Brotherhood association. So Adam Schiff signed off on a letter basically supporting Muslim Brotherhood, right? Muslim Brotherhood. Banned in UK, banned in Egypt, banned in UAE, right? So basically, Adam Schiff, Muslim Brotherhood infiltration into this country, right? Adam Schiff treats these Muslim Brotherhood operatives, these unindicted co-conspirators in the biggest money laundering scheme in this nation's history than he treats our great president, Donald John Trump. Adam Schiff. And look who's on the Intelligence Committee. Congressman Carson. Congressman Carson is part of the Hamas, Palestinian Authority, Nation of Islam, Louis Farrakhan wing of the Black Congressional Caucus. He is an absolute traitor. You got to see the groups that Adrian Carson is with. And Adam Schiff put him on the Intel Committee. Adrian Carson, beyond belief. Muslim Brotherhood operative with Hamas, Palestinian Authority, Hamas. Beyond belief. Now, to take it a step further, this letter is from the U.S. Department of Justice, the Federal Bureau of Investigation, the FBI. Richard Powers. Dear Senator Kyle, this responds to your letter to Director Mueller on February 24, 2009, regarding your interest in reports that the FBI has severed its liaison relationship with the Council on Islamic Relations, CARE. I apologize for the delay in responding to your inquiry. For your information, an identical letter has been sent to Senator Schumer and Senator Coburn of Maryland. As you know, CARE was named as an unindicted co-conspirator of the Holy Land Foundation for Relief and Development, the United States versus the Holy Land Foundation trial. During that trial, evidence was introduced that demonstrated a relationship among CARE, the Council of American Islamic Relations, individual CARE founders, that's Omar Ahmad, Nahid Awad, including its current president emeritus and its executive director, that's Omar Ahmad, Nahid Awad, and the Palestine Committee. Evidence was also introduced that demonstrated a relationship between Palestine Committee and Hamas, which was designated as a terrorist organization in 1995. In light of that evidence, the FBI suspended all formal contacts between CARE and FBI. The FBI's decision to suspend formal contacts was not intended to reflect a wholesome judgment of the organization and its entire membership. Nevertheless, until we can resolve whether there continues to be a connection between CARE or its executives and Hamas, the FBI doesn't view CARE as an appropriate liaison partner. It is important to note, however, that although FBI has suspended all formal outreach activities with CARE, CARE and its offices has been encouraged to report any hate crime, violation of federal civil rights, or suspicious activity to the FBI. So this was written by the Richard Powers, the Assistant Director of the FBI, of Office of Congressional Affairs of the FBI. So God bless you, Dan. God bless you. So here we are, right? CARE, the Council of American Islamic Relations, right? Some people think I'm nuts, Islamophobic, fearmonger. I'm telling you, this is real. This is what's going on. Adrian Carson is on the Intel Committee. You know how bad that is? Adam Schiff is a stealth jihad radicalism, as it might as well be, right? Right? Truth be told, he's supporting CARE, the Council of American Islamic Relations. He supports CARE, the unindicted co-conspirators in the biggest money laundering scheme for terrorist nation's history, the Holy Land Foundation trial. He Muslim Brotherhood operatives, and tours the country, tours the world, making up stories about our great president, Donald John Trump, trying to legitimize our great president, Donald John Trump. Why? Because he takes on the Islamists. He takes them on. He takes on Muslim Brotherhood operatives. He takes on the mullahs in Iran. He pulls out of the Iranian nuke deal. He wants to close the border. What's going on the border with a Hezbollah stockpile? Those vectors, it's on my website, those vectors are beyond belief. The same vectors that Anwar al-Awlaki from the Muslim American Society, Anwar al-Awlaki was a Muslim Brotherhood operative. Omar Abdel Rahman was a Muslim Brotherhood operative. Khalid Sheikh Mohammed was a Muslim Brotherhood operative. Muhammad Atta was a Muslim Brotherhood operative. They blew up buildings over here. They killed Americans. Nobody cares. Keep them here. Keep them in America. Keep CARE here, the Council of American Islamic Relations. Keep ISNA here, the Islamic Society in North America. Keep the Muslim American Society here. Keep them here. Meanwhile, they're breeding grounds for terrorism. Right now, everything's quiet because we got politicians that are swearing in under the Quran. The face of the Democratic Party is Tom Perez, stealth jihad radicalismist. The co-chair, Keith Ellison, swore in under the Quran. Congresswoman Omar, the squad, they're the new face of the Democratic Party, swore in under the Quran. Congresswoman Tlaib, watch her on television. Watch Congresswoman Tlaib and her crowd in Dearborn, Michigan, and the things that come out of her mouth about our great president, Donald John Trump. Duly elected president by the people, for the people, and of the people. Trying to delegitimize, take our votes away from us, conjuring up conjuring up charges like they did with the Mueller investigation. Nothing was charged against our great president. He did nothing wrong. And now all of a sudden they got it right. And we got to believe this whistleblower? 2-3 years later, Hillary Clinton's now the truth sayer of what really went down. We're going to believe Hillary Clinton now. She's truthful now. James Comey is truthful now. Susan Rice is truthful now. Are you kidding me over here? Like, seriously. This is the craziest thing. I'm telling you. This is a stealth jihad. They're trying to take our president out because they're worried President Trump's going to get reelected. He's got a machine going on. President Trump has got a freaking machine between the rallies and the social media that's on steroids. He's doing stuff that he didn't have the infrastructure that he has today, President Trump. People don't want to be honest. But President Trump is right there for reelection. So now they're trying to get rid of him, so we can't vote for him. This is a disgrace what they're doing to our great president. Very, very disrespectful of the American voters. We voted fair and square. We voted fair and square. Now, you could stand up there. I don't believe Barack Hussein Obama. I don't believe he was eligible. I don't believe Hawaii. I don't believe anything about Barack Hussein Obama. Like I don't believe anything about Hillary Rodham Clinton. They're an absolute disgrace. The Obama-Clinton crime family, what they did to this country the last 8 years, until our great president took over and bringing this nation back to economic prosperity. Unfortunately, the Democrats are worried, right? So they're stooping now. And think about it, right? The rhinos had control of the Congress. They had control of the House. They couldn't get their act together. The head of the speaker was doing one thing. The other part of the party was doing another thing. We got nothing done. They allowed Pelosi to take over the House. I think that was maybe part of the plan. Hold the Senate and let the Democrats take over the House, and they could give President Trump a hard time for 2 years. They did the Mueller thing. That was through the if we had William Barr as the DOJ from the beginning, Mueller never would have happened, right? Truth be told. So now, this is interesting though. Could you imagine if this is true with this Twitter blog? The Ukraine controversy is a pretext to start impeachment proceedings in order to obtain grand jury material from Mueller's investigation. This was on Techno Fog. I don't know who these people are, but I had to print this because this was pretty interesting. I haven't heard anything like this on mainstream media, mainstream television. All I hear is these broadcasters attacking our president, which I think is an absolute disgrace. I don't care. I hope he goes after everybody. Clean up the freaking deep state, man. It's a disgrace. And now we got intelligence officers. I'm not painting the FBI and the CIA with a broad brush, saying they're all corrupt. But give me a break. Now all of a sudden, the whistleblower or Hillary Clinton now is the moral compass. Now she is the truth sayer. Whatever she says is the truth. Unbelievable, beyond belief. The same people that were weaponizing intelligence, taking up false dossiers about our great president, pawning it off as real, not vetting the dossiers, and using the dossiers to get a FISA warrant to spy under the guise of to surveil foreign enemies and foreign actors, but basically under those guys to surveil Americans. And we got to sit there and listen because they're telling us the truth now. And now the DNC, who had a server, the Arwan Brothers server outside the purview, sending our secrets to the North African Middle Eastern region when Debbie Wasserman Schultz was the chairwoman. That's Luke Rosiak's data. He stands by his story as Barack Hussein Obama and Hillary Rodham Clinton was giving the world's largest state sponsor of terror, Iran, 150 billion back under the guise of the Hague. We kept their money. We didn't give them the jet fighters, so we got to give them their money back. And we gave 1.7 billion in cash. We money laundered. We went around the federal statutes of the Obama Clinton crime family and got 1.7 billion, something like that. A lot of money to the Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps, who President Trump has designated as a foreign terrorist organization. Right? I just don't understand the logic, right? The Obama Clinton crime family has materially supported Ansar al-Sharia in Libya with money, the 9 to 8 million from the Malaysia Bank and First Islamic Investment Bank in Malaysia. And we're giving them 1.7 billion, 150 billion. Obama got 2 points on that. And the Clinton Foundation got 2 points on that. Obama put the money in the Al-Shalom Islamic Bank in Sudan. Omar al-Bashir and his brother is on the account over there. Muslim Brotherhood operatives. That's Osama bin Laden's bank. Yeah, they're blowing up Americans. Obama told the Khomeini that he don't have to put any money into the victims' compensation fund because he said, as a matter of fact, we're gonna squash it. And then our great president took over and it came back. So he's helping the first responders. He's helping the families of the victims of these terrorist attacks. And according to U.S. district courts, the Islamic Republic of Iran materially supported Al-Qaeda before and after the horrific hit on the World Trade Center, September 11, 2001. And the damages were in the billions. Well, the Obama Clinton crime family told the Khomeini, you don't have to pay. You don't have to pay it. You don't have to pay nothing into the victims' compensation fund. As a matter of fact, we're shutting it down. Traitors, treasonous traitors. So anybody that could stand there with a straight face, Nancy Pelosi, Chucky Schumer, Hillary Rodham Clinton, the mainstream media is actually covering her farce, her lies. Donna Brazil goes on television telling us about what went down. In her book, she writes how she fixed it for Hillary Clinton. Donna Brazil. goes on television telling everybody what's going on against our great president. Down in Brazil. I mean, this is what a farce this whole thing has turned out to be. They must think that we are so stupid. Give them pot, give them medical marijuana, give them oxycodone, drug them, do what you got to do. So this way, the politicians could do what the hell they want to do. And that's lie to us, cheat, tell us anything because we're stupid, drugged up, stupid. They think we are so stupid, it's beyond belief. They have no respect for the American people. They're even trying to take our right to vote. We want to vote for our great president November 3rd, 2020, and they want to take that right away from us. And now, according to this tweet, if this is possible, if this is plausible, that they're using this quote unquote Ukraine controversy to actually get to the grand jury. Let me get the actual grand jury material from the Mueller investigation. Beyond belief what they're trying to do to our great president, Donald John Trump. You're probably right, Brian. You're probably right. Our great president, the truth be told, and I believe this, the hand of God was on our great president December 8th, 2016. And I believe, it's going to be like another, it doesn't look good. Everything's against our great president. He's going to get elected. He's going to get reelected. That's why I see this. Either it's going to be an absolute landslide, which I believe #Trump 2020 landslide, or it's going to be like 2016. He wins with 300 plus electoral votes. And did you see Elizabeth Warren? What a disgrace. The candidates that are running for president on the Democratic side it's really bad. It's a really bad group. And it's Elizabeth Warren. She's so dishonest. Did you see what she did on hey, listen, nobody's perfect, right? Nobody's perfect. We all make mistakes. But come on, man. She's an attorney, and she's applying for the state bar in Texas. Right? She's applying for the state bar in Texas, and under the description, I think it was the race description, she puts Native Indian. I mean, are you kidding me? Who are you? Right? Why? Because it's a zero. According to the DNA, it's a 0.001 chance that she has Native American. Her DNA is Native Indian. It's beyond belief. Because we're stupid. She gets away with something like that. And now she wants to run for. What else is she going to lie about? Right? What else is this individual, Elizabeth Warren, going to lie about next? Right? You believe her? As Hillary Clinton actually has an opinion. She has an opinion about our great president, Donald Trump. She's speaking from truth. And the mainstream media will report it because she's speaking from truth. As Donna Brazil wrote in her book, how the DNC fixed the primary for Hillary Clinton. That was in the book. Disgraceful. Disgraceful. These people are a disgrace. Now they got it right now. We've been lying. We lost the election. Trump beat us there. We got his attorney general. He was in recusal mode for how long he was there. He was absent. He was in the boys' room. He had to run to the boys' room, did Jeff Sessions. He put Rod Rosenstein in charge, and they did a 2-year investigation on our president. Nothing. So we're going to get it right now. Now we got a whistleblower from the CIA. Oh, my God. They got it right now. He followed the letter of the law. We got Trump now, they're saying. We got Trump now. They are a disgrace. The Democrats, the stuff jihad radicalism is Democrats, and those rhino rats. Mitt Romney rat. I voted for that rat in 12. That Mitt Romney rat. Rats, all of them. Truth. This is the truth, man. Absolute disgrace what they're doing to our great president. They don't want us. They're trying to take our votes away from us. They're delegitimizing our president on fake news to take our votes away. Say that so we're by delegitimizing our president, by saying our president is fake, was elected by Russia. Russia got involved, so President Trump got elected. Our votes don't matter. So now they're afraid that President Trump's they can't stop him. He's too smart for them. Now they're trying to get it where he can't run, so we can't vote for him. They are a disgrace, man. These Democrats and these rhinos that sit in their chairs and watch this are a disgrace. The Mitt Romneys, the Paul Ryans, the Justin Amashes, they're in the closet they're in the closet because they're rats. Rats themselves. They do to this great president, trying to do the right thing for the country. Unbelievable, Lawrence. What up there? Vasquez. Ignacio Vasquez. God bless you, my brother. How you doing, my brother? What's up, Lawrence, from YouTube Live? So that's where we are. What time is it? Wow. I'm about 50 minutes. I'm telling you, man, CARE. I'm telling you, the Council of American Islamic Relations has taken over, has hijacked the Democratic National Committee, and that's why Adrian Carson sits on the Intel Committee. That is a disgrace. Adrian Carson is a freaking mole for the Palestinian Authority, Hamas. They're a mole for it's beyond belief. Did you know Farrakhan admits that Gaddafi gave him about $8 million over a course of a couple of years. Gaddafi got whacked in October of 2011. Farrakhan of the Nation of Islam admits that Gaddafi gave him millions of dollars. Millions. Right? You know who's very good friends with was very good friends with Gaddafi? Obama's brother. Big time. Big time. The Obama-Clinton crime family said that we got to get rid of, for some reason, they wanted to get rid of Gaddafi. Was it the 143 tons of gold that England, that Cameron and Sarkozy was coveting? Was it the 20,000 Soviet manpads in Algeria, in Libya? He was hoarding 20,000 plus Soviet manpads. Obama and Hillary Clinton couldn't help themselves. They were tripping over themselves that they approved another 400 FIM-92s, 400 U.S. Stingers, and they sent them in through Qatar to the Al-Qaeda foreign fighters that go all the way back to the Afghan Taliban versus the Soviet Union. 11 years, 10 years removed from September 11, 2001, when Al-Qaeda came in with the Al-Qaeda support network in America and killed 3,000 or 5,000 Americans, the Obama-Clinton crime family is giving them weapons. Who's the traitor? Who's treasonous here? Unbelievable. There's reasons why I do this. I go back because they don't want, the mainstream media don't want to deal with that. Mainstream media, mainstream intelligence don't want to deal with this stuff. They'd rather deal with this stuff, blaming President Trump. Because if they had to really look on what really went down, oh my God, heads would roll. Heads would roll, man. Heads would roll. Think about that. I got lefties telling me Iran-Contra. Iran-Contra? That happened in the 80s. That happened in the 80s, Iran-Contra. Yeah, lefties telling me, oh yeah, Libya is the Democratic debacle and Iran-Contra is the Republican debacle. But when I say to them, but wait a second, Iran-Contra was what, 86? What, 15, 16 years before September 11, 2001. How is it the same as what the Obama Clinton crime family did? They armed, they materially supported the Al Qaeda foreign fighters that go all the way back to the Afghan Taliban versus the Soviet Union. 10 years removed from September 11, 2001, they're giving weapons to Al Qaeda. The world changed after September 11, 2001. Sorry, people. Let's get real over here. This is ridiculous. And now we can't even get a border wall. We can't even get the border. The President Trump's trying to build a border wall. We can't even get a border wall. Hezbollah has weapon stockpiles on the U.S.-Mexican border. The vectors that the 9/11 hijackers used to meet their 9/11 Imam, the Muslim Brotherhood operative, very close to CARE, Omar Ahmad Nahi Awad, Anwar al-Awlaki, with Muhammad Atta, Khalid Sheikh Mohammed, Ramzi Youssef, Muslim Brotherhood operatives. Yeah, those same vectors, and I have them on the vector that go from El Paso, Texas, San Antonio, Texas, Houston, Texas. The vectors get parallel to the Cartesian coordinate system, New Orleans, Louisiana, up the East Coast, through Macon County, Alabama, the jihadi training camp there, Sharaj Wahaj, the 1993 unindicted co-conspirator in the World Trade Center bombing, Omar Abdel Rahman, the blind sheik's chauffeur, I think, if I'm not mistaken, past Atlanta, Georgia, through Charlotte, North Carolina, into D.C. to meet Anwar al-Awlaki at his mosque in Virginia. Beyond belief. Beyond belief. And President Trump is a Russian KGB agent, as Bomber admits on tape with a Russian official. Wait till after his election so he can become more flexible. Tell Putin that. Then he gives Iran 150 billion, gets 3 billion from that deal, and gives it to his brother in Sudan, Al Shalom Islamic Bank in Sudan, Osama bin Laden's bank. 3 points from that deal he got. That's $3 billion. And Clinton Foundation got money from that deal too. As they money laundered 1.7 billion US dollars, put it into euros, so the Iranian Revolutionary Guard could, to get around the federal statutes, because it's a violation to give United States dollars to put Iran into our banking system. This is beyond belief. What up, John? This is beyond belief. How, and we got to sit there and watch Hillary Clinton be the moral compass, be the truth sayer, calling our president a tornado, and she's telling us the truth. She's the truth sayer now. Hillary Clinton, Hillary Rodman Clinton, the criminal, as she had a server in a basement of her house running her own intelligence agency, sending 18 emails to Obama, and on 60 Minutes, Obama denying that server ever existed. Nobody said anything. Right? That since Comey dropped the email investigation, the State Department at the time opened up another investigation on the server. And according to the New York Times, if that was the case, and that was the case, that the State Department at the time when Comey dropped the Clinton email scandal investigation, the State Department opened up another review. And according to the New York Times, that review put individual security clearance in jeopardy. So if anybody knew of that server, they could lose their security clearance. That's in a New York Times article. And who knew about that server? Barack Hussein Obama. Why wasn't his security clearance revoked? He knew about the server. Barack Hussein Obama knew of the Hillary Clinton server in the basement of her house. She had all that Benghazi. It shows that they materially supported Ansar al-Sharia, who were responsible through the Islamic Republic of Iran, the Hezbollah Quds Force, Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps terror cell. So they put the Sunni footprint, so it's not a Shiite footprint, so it doesn't come back to Iran. You had Muslim Brotherhood operatives, so it doesn't come back to Iran. There's no Shiite footprint. It's all Sunni. That's how Iran rolls. The Benghazi terror cell. And I have the vectors from Ajabaya, 90 degrees north, you're in Benghazi, 45 degrees northeast, you're in Derna. And I had the article, the Tripoli newspaper, the Tripoli newspaper from, that's the capital of Libya. Absolutely, John. It's a disgrace, John. Absolute disgrace. Absolute disgrace. So mainstream media would rather report what the mainstream intelligence is telling, the corrupt wing of the mainstream intelligence and the corrupt wing of the mainstream media. They would rather report that data than report the truth. That the Obama Clinton crime family materially supported Ansar al-Sharia with money, weapons, and training. The group, the Shiite terrorism arm of the Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps, Hezbollah Quds Force terror cell inside of Benghazi. So they had a Sunni face, but it was a Shiite materially supporting them. It doesn't come back to Iran. There's Sunnis. So how could it be Iran? That's how Iran rolls. And Flynn, Lieutenant General Michael Flynn, has the data. They went after him. General Petraeus wasn't going along with the Obama Clinton crime family Benghazi narrative. He was against it. And Joe Biden, an absolute disgrace, Joe Biden, an absolute disgrace. And I was doing some reading on Joe Biden. Apparently, he loves Iran. So why am I not shocked? Obama said, you love Iran. I got Valerie Jarrett. Who knows? Maybe Monica Witt is Lisa Page, and we got an Iranian spy inside the United States government. And Obama's sending all these letters to the Khomeini. They use our banking system. They let Iran come into our banking system. They converted US dollars to euros. So the Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps, 1.7 billion. They're smuggling all over the world. China's involved. North Korea's involved. President Trump says no more. It ain't happening no more. I'm putting an end to all this. And now you know why they're after President Trump. Right? Because Adam Schiff is with CARE, the Council of American Islamic Relations. Adam Schiff is with the radical Islamists, Muslim Brotherhood operatives. Who's Muslim Brotherhood with? The Islamic Republic of Iran. That was solidified in Khartoum, Sudan, the Pan-Islamic Summit with Omar al-Bashir, Hassan al-Tarabi, Osama bin Laden, Hezbollah, Hamas, the Sunni Shiite nexus. That was the birth of the Iranian global terror network, the Sunni Shiite nexus. And Elizabeth Warren, what a fraudster she is. I mean, that's beyond belief. The fact when she put that fraud down with a 0.001 chance of her being a native Indian, having native Indian DNA under her race for her application of her application for the bar, for the state bar of Texas, a very important application. What is she going to lie about next? Right? What is Elizabeth Warren going to lie about next? Tell me. Tell me. Anybody that's a company, anybody that's a business, she's going after them. We've collected the most taxes in the history of the country. In the history of America, the most taxes have been recorded. Yet we have a deficit that's beyond belief. So you tell me, Elizabeth Warren, how are you going to? You don't have solutions. All you're telling people is what they want to hear to get their votes. You don't have solutions to the problems. Common sense solutions. Never did. All you do is call out big business, and play on people's fears and play on hatred. Basically, is what she does. You play the identity politics like everybody else. Gender politics like everybody else. Because we're morons. We can't think for ourselves. We can't think for our own families. Elizabeth Warren, Kamala Harris, Bernie Sanders, Joe Biden, they all know what's best for us because they're geniuses. They are geniuses, right? They're criminals. They're communist socialists that lie, cheat, and steal. Look at De Blasio. De Blasio is a Nicaraguan Sandinista. So they go around telling you like they do in Cuba. Batista was a bad guy. Castro said, "I'm going to fight for the people." Castro, they had the Castro Revolution. They beat Batista. He took over, and he's telling everybody he was getting between $400 and $800 a month, like everybody else. He died with $20 million in the bank, 6 to 12 vacation homes. Did Castro? Oh my God! Thank you very much. The reason why America started the tyrannical governments, the people came here for a better way of life to get away from tyrannical governments. It's going to be John. They're trying to take the votes away from us. We want to vote for our great president for another 4 years. We want him 8 years. We should take the term limits away and have him 12 years. The disgrace. These Democrats are an absolute disgrace. You know why? Because they can't beat him. He got the infrastructure now he didn't have in 2016, and his social media is on steroids. They can't stop Trump. Translation, they can't stop Trump. Absolutely, John. We're going to vote. We're voting. They can't stop Trump. They can't beat him in the polls. They're worried. That's why they're working so fast. Pelosi didn't even read the transcript. She didn't even read it. Pelosi, that other whack job. John, I'm telling you, Pelosi didn't even read it. What up, MJ? How you doing there, my brother? YouTube Live, Lawrence, YouTube Live, and Johnny S. Facebook Live. So I'm getting out of here. It's Friday night. I'm tired. So what's interesting of this whole thing, this Technofog blog, they claim the Ukraine controversy, quote unquote, is a pretext to start impeachment proceedings in order to obtain grand jury material from Mueller's investigation. That's pretty profound. That's true. That's pretty profound, I thought. I don't know who these people are, but I said, I got to print this out. I got to read this. This is pretty profound right here. It sounds like this is how they would do, right? With that Nadler and Schumer and Pelosi. I'm telling you, man, you got to watch out for those lefty white boys. Oh, my God. They are the worst. I don't know who's worse, the lefty white chicks or the lefty white boys. They are the worst. Oh, my goodness. Johnny, yes, from your mouth, with the grace of God, I would love to be back at ABC. Oh, my God, that would be great. That would be awesome. So, remember this? They rewrote Comey rewrites the federal statute invoking an element of intent that's not required by Congress for a felony violation. So he says, well, Hillary Clinton's okay. He pardoned her. And then Hillary Clinton got mad at him because he went back and said there's some more stuff going on, so he had to reopen things. So Hillary Clinton got mad at him. She got 200 delegates with a server in the basement of a house, ripping off the American government with the Clinton Foundation, ripping off the American people. She got 200 plus delegates. This is unbelievable. And then today, with all that between her and Donna Brazile, who claims that she fixed the primary for Hillary Clinton, she's fixed it. She admitted it in a book that she fixed the primary for Hillary Clinton. Now these people are the truth. They're telling us we got to believe them. We have to believe Donna Brazile. We have to believe Hillary Clinton. We have to believe Bill Clinton. We have to believe John Brennan. They are telling us the truth now. 3 years later, after they tried to frame our president, change the federal statutes, now Hillary Clinton is speaking the truth. She knows what's the truth. She's the truth. She's the truth sayer. Unbelievable. That would be funny. Is she the VIP now, the VP now? Unbelievable. What a disgrace they are. An absolute disgrace. Liars, cheaters, and this mainstream media, these broadcasters got none. I'm not saying all of them, but a lot of them. No cojones, none. I listen to them caving in like forget it. Now they got it. We got the whistleblower. Oh my God. We don't know who he is. He's a CIA. Oh God. CIA director. Right. Oh wait. You know, the CIA. John Brennan's in the CIA. Is he a Brennan stooge? Michael Morrell was a CIA director. Is he a Morrell stooge? Leon Panetta was a CIA director. Is he a Panetta stooge? Right? We got the president now. These people are a disgrace. Comey, another rat. Comey, oh my God. And that Jeff Sessions, what he did, he recused himself from everything. I'm recused from email scandal. I'm recused from Uranium One. I'm recused from the Russian probe. He just recused. It's just, John, it's a joke. It's a joke. This whole thing is one big farce. They don't want us to vote for Trump. They're so afraid Trump is going to win. President Trump's going to win again. Watch. Trump is going to win again. They're so afraid. Oh, my God. They are so afraid. Very bad what they're doing to our president. Very bad. Disgraceful. No respect. No respect. When they disrespect President Trump, they disrespect us, our votes. We voted for him. It's America. What happened to one person, one vote? What happened to voting? They want to give in California, those whack jobs in Cali are giving, and in de Blasio in New York, I got to say it, I hate to say it, but it's true. De Blasio in New York, municipal IDs, they're giving driver's license away to undocumented people, to illegal aliens, so they could vote. They're still going to lose. They'll have more votes in the districts than registered votes in the district, and they're still going to lose. I think that was the case in Michigan. There were instances, there were districts, there were precincts in Michigan where there were more people voting than registered voters than lived in the district. And they still lost Michigan. I'm telling you. None, Johnny. None. And that Elizabeth Warren, she's such a liar. Oh, my God. How anybody? I mean, she reminds me of Barack Hussein Obama. He had a birth certificate so fake that everybody's going fake birth certificate, fake birth certificate. I don't believe it. Why? You all could believe it. And then he had, but nobody talked about his fake fraudulent selective service registration card. In 1980, Carter was considering a draft. So everybody had to get in the pool. According to Sheriff Joe and the cold case posse, it was fraudulent. The Barack Hussein Obama's selective service registration card was never mailed because he was either in Kenya and he was either in Indonesia, running around with Muhammad Atta in Prague, with Khalid Sheikh Mohammed, who only God knows who this guy's running with his brother, with Gaddafi, with Omar Bashir. Only God knows how deep in radical Islamic terror Barack Hussein Obama really runs. He runs deep with that. Deep. Deep. He had the Islamists coming into the White House. Everybody was worried when John Kennedy was president. I watched all the documentaries. Oh, he's Catholic. The Vatican's coming into the White House. Oh my God, the Pope is coming into the White House. We had freaking In Istanbul, we had the radical Islamists that were blowing buildings up, killing Americans. Obama shut the freaking, blacked out the White House. He had Islamists that were tried in cases, the Holy Land Foundation trial. The FBI had the data. It was unbelievable what they had, dead to right. And the Obama Clinton crime family dropped the charges because they're stealth jihad radical Islamists. The DNC is scared of cancer. I'm telling you, everybody. That's what's going to happen over here. That's what's going to come out. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. But anyway, I'm getting out of here. Hey, you never know, John, right? Right now, she's telling, she's the truth sayer right now. Hillary Clinton is actually speaking out against President Trump, calling him corrupt. You believe this? She calls him corrupt, liar, call him a tornado of corruption. Something like that. I don't know exactly, but something with tornado and corruption, right? Hillary Rodham Clinton with the Clinton Foundation, and it's not even a registered foundation. It's not even registered as a non-for-profit foundation, and they're selling influence. 145 million according to the Clinton cash book that documents the transactions. 145 million in the Clinton Foundation coffers for the 20% of our uranium, so Russia could give the uranium to Iran and they could build the nuclear reactors and build the nuclear weapons and blow up America and Israel and kill Americans, because that's what's going on over here. Iran's got 150 tons to 350 tons of uranium. I don't know the breakdown of the uranium, but when I hear 0.001, I think about 1 kilogram of uranium-235. I'll put it through the nuclear fission process. That's 9 times 10 to the 13 joules of heat energy. That's a lot. I mean, what's Iran looking to do? Blow up a continent? Blow up a state? Blow up a city in America? Iran. Did you hear Rouhani in his interview with Chris Wallace? Chris Wallace is too hard on our president. He comes off like he's a little bit of a stealthy. I mean, I think he's a great broadcaster, Chris Wallace, but he comes across as a stealthy rhino, supporting the rhino Republicans. That's how he comes across. But I got to say, I got to tip my cap to him. He did go after Rouhani. He did. Hard. He went after the Iranian president hard. He did. I got to give him credit for that one. He goes too hard on our president. He goes too hard on Donald John Trump. But Rouhani, he did go hard on Rouhani, which I have to say he did. I saw most of the interview. He went hard on Rouhani. Rouhani's a whack job. Lying through his teeth. Lying through his teeth. Because why? Because the Democratic politicians are bought and sold with Iran. They got all of Iran's money. They got all the mullah's money. They got mullah money. Think about it. 150 billion back to Iran. What's 2 points of that? $3 billion. 10% of 150 billion is 15 billion. Half of that is 5%, 7.5 billion. A point is 1.5 billion. 1.5 billion. 2 points is 3 billion. The Al Shalom Islamic Bank in Sudan. That's where that money is. Guaranteed. Or in the Iranian investment, the first Islamic investment bank in Malaysia, with that Babak Sanjani, who Hassan Rouhani now took a hard line with because he doesn't want to lose control of the Iranian government. He doesn't want a revolution to take over. So they had to take a hard line on Babak Sanjani to show the people that he's not going to give in to the Khomeini, because this guy was running for the Khomeini and Ahmadinejad. Michelle Obama ain't gonna win. She'll never win. I don't care. She's another fraud. Her and her husband are 2 frauds. I don't know who's a bigger fraud: the Obamas, Michelle and Barack Hussein Obama, or William Jefferson Clinton and Hillary Rodham Clinton. I don't know who bigger frauds. The 2 biggest frauds on the planet. The 2 frauds. The Obamas and the Clintons, they're fighting for who the bigger fraudsters are. They've been frauding and defrauding the American people, and we listen to them. People actually listen to the Clintons. She's a truth sayer. She's a liar. She's a criminal, an absolute criminal, with a server in the basement of her house. John Deutsch he was a CIA director. He had 31 documents on the server in his house. He had to get pardoned by Bill Clinton, probably because he was going to rat on the Clintons. They had to pardon him. Disgraceful. Disgraceful. The Clintons are a disgrace. The Obamas are a disgrace. The Democratic National Committee are stuffed jihad radical Islamists. Disgraceful. CARE. They are CARE, the Council of American Islamic Relations. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. That's a front. What up, Lawrence? That's a front. So I'm going to get out of here. I'm on an hour and 20 minutes. I'll be on Sunday. I'm going to come on Sunday night. I'll be on Sunday. I'll be on Sunday night. I have to. We have to fight for our president. I got to come on. I did it during in 15 when he came down the escalator. We were fighting for them at 77 WABC. We were if not the only broadcaster on the week. We were weekend broadcaster over there. We supported our president to the end. Well, we'll see what happens, John. Look out for the Yankees. You better believe it, MJ. Go Yanks. Ignacio Vasquez. God bless you, my brother. Thank you for the visit, John. Thank you for the visit on YouTube Live, Lawrence, Ignacio Vasquez, and MJ McCrae. God bless you all. God bless you, Johnny. Yes. Johnny Scandalios. Greek? Okay, my brother. Is that a Greek name? Is that real? Is that really a name? Johnny. Frankie Russo coming at you. Facebook Live, YouTube Live. I'm getting out of here. God bless the men and women of the United States. God bless you, John. God bless the men and women of the United States Armed Forces. Thank you for your service, and thank you for the freedom you provide me so I can stand up here. I believe you, Johnny. God bless you. God bless the men and women of the United States Armed Forces, and thank you for the freedom you provide me so I can do what I love to do. And one of the things I love to do is broadcast. I thank you. God bless the men and women of the United States Armed Forces. God bless the greatest country on the planet, America. We will fight. Absolutely, Johnny. God bless you. We will fight to the end. Good night, MJ. God bless you all. We're going to fight to the end for our great president. God bless our great president, Donald John Trump. You better believe it. He will get reelected. The hand of God is on President Trump, and he will get reelected, but for the grace of God Almighty. Oh, blessed Jesus, we got to get him reelected. I'm a man of Christ. I'm a man of the rosary, and our great president will get reelected. We got to keep fighting for our president. So this is Frankie Russo coming at you straight out of Brooklyn, and I'll see you Sunday night, 9:30-ish Eastern Standard Time. This is Frankie Russo, and I'll see you in the future. Yeah. This is Frankie Russo, YouTube Live, and I'll see you in the future. Good night, MJ. God bless you. Thank you for the visit. Thank you for the visit, Lawrence.